Yours.
Okay, and I'll already tell you it did not start in the one that I had assigned over on YouTube. So we got to go over there and tell everybody to go to the other one.
Oh my!
I can't. I don't. I got to figure out. I have to read up and see how to do this.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. I thought my YouTube had locked up for a second, but
No.
I guess not. I guess not. Oh, there we are. Okay, I found it. Let me copy this link. All right. So don't nobody say anything. Oh, there we are. Okay, they can see us. Yeah. Yep.
I put in there. Sorry, it started another stream. Go to the other stream.
All right. Did you put the other stream in, sir?
No, I didn't put it in there. Go ahead.
It's in there. We're good.
Okay.
Good. You got it. Thank you.
I don't see it in here.
Here, I'll pop it in there. There we go. That's what I got. Go there.
There it is.
There, that one went in there.
Go there, please. I'll pop it in there. There we go. That's what I got. Uh-oh. Is that
We got
me?
an echo from. Yeah,
Nope.
we got an echo from some.
That was my iPhone for a second.
Oh,
All right.
That's how I watch the chat.
Okay.
So then I got to put it on mute so I don't hear the crickets
Use this link.
when my wife texts
God
me.
forbid.
Is that good enough for us?
Somebody will say,
yes, that's good. Hey, yeah, get the crickets off there so we don't get blamed for playing crickets every time the guy talked.
Yeah.
Y'all remember that?
Yeah, that's crazy. It went off on me once, and he freaked out. It's like,
Yeah.
It was the wife texted me, and I said, "Oops, I gotta hit the mute."
Every time he chatted, he said that we were playing crickets, and
Yeah,
I'm like, what?
he was leaving us.
Yep.
We were naughty. True.
That was crazy. Well, as they start coming in and joining us,
All right,
I still got some. Oh, where am I getting the echo from?
they're coming in now.
I don't know. Is it on my end? It might be on my end, actually.
Nope, it was actually me. I opened up YouTube so I could see the chat.
I'm muted out.
It was Al.
No, it wasn't Al. It was me. I opened up YouTube in another window so I could see it.
You all good?
Yep, Aussie Man, Heirloom Game Calls, Lynn Handcrafted, Dan Inge, they're all starting to join us. Sorry, guys, and I'll explain it again before the night's over. I'm trying to figure out, I got rid of a program called Restream I was using. It was broadcasting simultaneously to Facebook and Twitch and to YouTube. Every time I turned around, I was having problems with that thing. So I decided to get rid of it. And I got to figure out how to get StreamYard to connect to the thing I put on YouTube for y'all to go to so it won't create its own. And I don't know why that's doing that. I got to read up this week on StreamYard and figure out how to do that. So I will get it fixed. I'm not going to be streaming on Facebook and Twitch anymore. It's just going to be strictly here on YouTube, and I'll figure out. And I had got an echo behind me somehow. I'll get it fixed so that StreamYard, when I post the link on YouTube, when you go there ahead of time, I still got a echo.
Darn.
Where's it coming from? Well, anyway, when I do that, I still hear myself. That's weird. When I make the link on YouTube, it should go to that link. You shouldn't have to be coming into another link, and I'll get that fixed this week. I finally going to have some spare time to myself, I hope. So, for those who are interested, we'll let everybody introduce themselves in just a second. We had from the hurricane was power outages. A few times the power went out. The longest I think was 35, 40 minutes. And then it came back on. I was telling the guys earlier, our power lines, lines in this neighborhood are really, really old. They're so old that they said they need to be replaced. Well, they're not going to replace the actual lines. They're going to come in and do away with the poles and bury everything underground.
That's what they should do. Yeah.
Yeah,
Definitely.
and it's they said it was going to happen this year, but here it is August and I ain't seen nothing. They ain't started yet, so I would think it would take them a few months. So I figured they would already started. I think it's going to be 2025 before they actually do anything. I don't think it's going to happen this year.
Yeah.
But here we are in the middle of hurricane season and they ain't even started. So anyway, do what?
I just went to ground now.
Yeah. All new neighborhoods that they install, all
A lot of
new,
work.
even new houses, everything has to be underground now.
Yep. That's the way it should be.
Yep.
Brian from Heirloom's game call said should have done that when they built it. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
they should have. They should have done it years ago.
Yeah, that's like back from the 30s, isn't it? 20s.
Well-
I mean, if you think about it, no. The concept of wiring, on these poles, on these telephone poles.
Oh yeah. That
that
came from the telegraph.
there you go. That's exactly to my point. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, they started putting up poles and they followed the railroad tracks because the railroad had cleared the land, so it was easy to put the poles up and
Yep.
string the telegraph wire.
Yep.
Yeah, that's how that worked. And then they've just kept it up, and over the years, and now they're deciding, that's not the best way to do things. You
That's
need to
right.
put it underground.
Yeah, using a slingshot to get to the astronauts to the space station's not a good idea.
Or how about they got 2 astronauts up in the space station they can't get back?
Right? They talked
Have the
about
Sky Guys back.
sending, instead of a crew of 4 this next time around.
Yeah, they said 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, so they can bring them back. Yeah. Yeah, and who is it? Boeing, and what else company
Yes.
is?
Yes, Boeing.
Boeing, yeah. Is
The
it?
whole Boeing project.
Yeah, that's the Boeing project. SpaceX has got it down pat. They send rockets left and right, and they send one, and it don't work.
Right? Exactly. Yeah.
And 3 times the
Amazing.
cost. 3 times
Yeah.
the cost.
At 3 times the cost.
And
I
they
just
did-
I just read in the paper that Boeing signed a $2 billion contract with the government for more space.
The ships that don't
yeah.
work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
$2 billion.
$2 billion. Hey, for $2 billion, I'll make them one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. All right, Paul, tell us where we can find you real quick.
Paul's Messy Workshop on YouTube and Instagram. And tomorrow at 3:00 real time, 2:00 fake time, I'll be over watching Al do whatever he's going to do. I don't know what he's got planned.
I forgot what it was called, but we're going to work on the tail area of the rudder and the little hinges that the rudder hangs off the bottom part of the ship, the keel. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. But anyway,
Tiller, not the till.
okay. The till is the cash drawer. That's right. My mistake.
All right, tell us
You're
where we
trying
can
to
find you
explain it?
since you're started, Al.
Huh?
Tell us where we can find you since you started.
Oh, sorry. Well, I was picking up where Paul left off. Troy 79763, Odessa Woodworking and Maker Shop here, Alforte 13, actually. But look for me, Kilroy 79763, and I pass to Donna.
Hey, everybody.
Go ahead.
How's it going? I'm here. Kind of was paying attention, kind of not. You can find me here You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on YouTube. That's all I got. Next. Come on, Dixon.
Hey,
Dixon.
Dixon Hoffman. You can find me at Hoffman Signs and Decals, Facebook and YouTube. And that's it.
Hey, gang,
Chris.
just here at the Old Cranky Workshop. I'm on Facebook and YouTube. And if I disappear, I'm probably that little puddle of sweat in the back corner.
Oh my God.
Yeah, for real. And it's Jim.
Jim from Driveway Workshop. Finally got the pool rebuilt and new liner in it and all that other good crap. First time I actually been in the shop because of vacation in that pool for about a month and a half. And I swear when I walked through the garage door in the back to walk into here, it was like going through an Indiana Jones movie, man. There was so many stinking cobwebs.
Oh my God.
Jeez, the heck?
Hey, Jim,
We're-
I saw that pool. That looks great, man.
Yeah, it turned
I
out
am,
nice. Kind of
I am seriously thinking about it. It's gotten so hot around here doing like my daughter did. My daughter bought her and her kids a redneck swimming pool.
Nothing
They
wrong
went
with
and
it.
bought one of those 10-foot diameter or whatever things,
Yep.
water trough for the horses. It's about 2 foot deep.
Oh,
And my
Great.
son-in-law actually bored holes in it and put a filter on it, and that's their swimming pool. And the kids love it. They're having a blast on that 2 foot deep water.
Well, we had 2 holes in the wall, so I had to cut pieces of sheet metal.
Yeah, I saw that in one of your
Yeah,
pictures
and then
around
I
where
had to,
the
like rivet
Pop
it
rivet
in
it?
place,
Yep.
pop rivet in place, seal it up with epoxy, or not epoxy, but silicone, and then we put the new stuff for swimming pools is like there's a felt pad for the bottom, then they've got those foam edges that you put on the bottom to keep the liner from blowing out instead of stacking sand up against the thing. And then they've got like a foam packing material that you glue to the inside wall. And man, it makes that pool feels like you're in bed or something. It's so cushy.
Cool.
It's pretty
Cool.
wild. But
I had to do
yeah,
that
so we
for
can
my
do that.
daughter's house. She had an above ground swimming pool, and where the skimmer was, the metal started, I guess, from the leaking just ever so slightly, and that being chlorine water started rusting around where the skimmer was.
Mhm.
And that's what I had to do. We had to lower the water down. I had to pull the liner back and clean all that area. I actually cut the old rust out, and then we had to put a new piece of metal over it and cut the hole for the skimmer and redo it. And yeah,
You're lucky
So
you
I've-
got the liner back in place like it should have
yeah,
been.
we got it back. We didn't have any
You
problems.
can't do that. Yeah.
I lowered it just enough, just below the hole where the skimmer was. We even had to deal with a little water getting on us, but that was better because we didn't have to worry about pulling the liner back up. A couple of things that I noticed out there. First, Heirloom Gang calls. He said he spent a week in the hospital again. Hope
Yeah.
and pray you're doing better.
I
Yeah.
usually chat with him back and forth throughout the week. He hasn't even popped in. I didn't
Yeah.
even know that he was in the hospital.
Well, he said
Yeah, I did.
COVID, pneumonia, and the normal COPD and heart failure.
Yeah.
That's not good. What else? There was something else. Oh, Dan said we're getting hurricanes. He's on day 39 of 100-degree plus weather. Usually only averages 23 from June through September.
That's Dan Angie, right?
Yeah, Dan Ingy from Dan
Yeah,
Ingy.
he's
39 days.
Heat. Yes.
Yeah,
Now that's commitment.
This.
yeah. Woo. Oh, I am. We're right along with you. We got hurricanes and the heat, Dan. We got both of them.
And I can't access the chat because my browser is locked up. I can see us over here, but so if anybody sees anything, I can't.
I'm lucky I don't have a broken arm and a broken leg because yesterday my electric bike, I was cruising and turning up a driveway and that frickin' front wheel popped right out.
Oh my God.
I just in a millisecond you're on the ground, and I thought the front axle broke, and I'm looking at it, and I thought, what the hell did that come out of there? It's a quick release, you know how they got the front tires? But I had it parked at the Quick Trip, and I was inside buying some stuff. I don't know if somebody flipped that
Come
thing
by and flip the lever, yeah.
and I'm telling you, holy
The only
Christ.
thing I can say is I wish you had a video because I'd be laughing my butt
Right.
off.
Were you near water with it?
My freaking wrist is so sore I can't pick up a glass of water. My whole right shoulder is all sore, and my right knee, and I am lucky I didn't break something. I had a helmet on.
Yeah.
Were you
Well,
near
you
water?
Pardon?
Were you near water?
No.
No?
Slip or nothing. So I think somebody messed with it because now I remember I told my brothers when I flipped it upside down, a bunch of cars, it was real busy. They stopped, asked if I was okay. When I flipped it upright and put the tire back in the slot, that nut was backed way out.
Yeah.
I had to turn it in and then
Yeah.
snap it down. So somebody, I think, flipped that up at the gas
Yeah,
station.
I think
and
I.
it slowly backed out. And then I was only
Yes.
driving 5 minutes, and holy Christ.
I thought you were going to say the battery went dead and you had to walk home.
That was,
No, or there was water there, and
so lucky. I hit the brakes a little, cruising pretty
I want to
quick
make a
up
joke
the
so bad.
driveway,
Oh my God.
and I jumped up. I can't believe that thing came out there. Now I got safety wires on everything. It can't come out
Yeah,
again.
yeah.
But that's crazy.
In the Air Force, we used to take every single bolt and nut and tie them with wire,
Yeah.
pull the wire, to where it was
Yeah.
tight, and then bring the
Yeah.
wire around and grab
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
We did it on all our big RC airplanes
Yep.
for the mufflers and that.
Yep.
The safety wire.
Drill a hole in the nut, go through the
There's
shaft.
a tool that you can take and put on the wire and pull it, and
Yeah.
it rotates the head around as it winds it up or braids it. I guess it's two pieces of wire going together, braided. I don't know, but anyway,
Pop out again, I'll tell you that much.
huh?
My wheel's not going to pop out again. That front
Right,
tire.
right.
That's crazy. I would have
Anyway, we
try a motorcycle.
had just, I was going to tell you all about the hurricane. All we had was our power go out, but the St. Pete, Clearwater, did you get that much rain down there, Chris?
Oh yeah, we got flooded. It was crazy.
Yeah. And St. Pete and Clearwater got the worst of it, which is Pinellas County. They actually some places got 13 inches of rain, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
That cloud just sit over them for like 12 hours and did nothing but dump water. So we thank God we didn't get
It
nothing
wasn't
but.
bad enough. They threw a tornado at us too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. We had tornado warnings left and right.
Yep.
Yeah. Every time you turn around, my phone would go off with a tornado warning. So fortunately, other than a little power outage, we're great. Everything's fine. Now we got another one headed up to the Caribbean. I noticed a tropical wave coming this way.
Oh,
So
really?
hey, it's something we have to deal with every August, September. So
Yep.
is the time of the year.
Place to stay,
Anybody?
live in paradise.
Yeah. Oh, I think I repeated myself, but I finished the fence. It looks great. A lot of hard work, but we got it done. I got a couple of things I need to do. I put a little gate at the corner where I can get into my neighbor behind us is a real nice guy. His name's Tim. I told him I was putting a little gate there so that I could get on that other side and fix anything that needed to be repaired. And he was like, "Oh yeah, that's no problem. You don't have a problem with that." So, and he said anytime I needed to do anything over there, he don't worry about it. He even got his yard man, and he's going to start spraying Roundup against the fence line so that nothing grows on his side. I got to take care of my side, but he would take care of his side. So that's a good neighbor. Anybody got any? Who's been doing any woodworking this lately? Chris, I think Chris has.
Yeah, I've been building a couple planter benches for the side of the pool. So,
Yeah, I think I saw those. Where'd you get the surfboard signs from?
we brought that down with us. Just any place that sells Buffett materials, or we got
Okay.
think on sale at Bed Bath and Beyond when they were closing the store. So
Okay. It's like a what, 3 or 4 foot sign?
yeah, about 4 foot, yeah.
Yeah, about
And there's
4
really
foot.
no place to hang them up in the pool deck.
Right.
It's all screen, and so I think I do something with them.
Yeah.
Well,
No, I
then,
saw that.
She wants to use
I
the
got something
plants.
I got something I was
bucket
working
plants.
on. If you want to.
That Jim. You got
Yeah. You got any pictures of them, Chris?
not right now.
Okay.
I'm
Yeah,
working
I've
on
got
the
some
video
too,
too,
but
so
I've got to go get it. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, Jim, they didn't have any pictures. Go ahead, Jim. What you got?
I'll take one.
Well, I was going to say I've got something I was working on for my ma. If I could grab it here real quick. Hey, this is what I stopped with. It's a mailbox cover.
Oh yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
So it'll be looking like a shirt. And then
Oh, yeah,
she's
yeah,
wanted
yeah.
a spot to put flowers in here. So all
Okay.
that, and then I've got these for windows, and they'll go on the sides like this. So they'll have
Oh, yeah.
like big Gothic looking windows. But I made I also cut it out where all these lines are. It'll have another one layered over the top of it. And I'm going to fill the windows up with colored epoxy so it looks like stained glass.
Oh, that'd be cool.
So when I get that done,
Since that thing's made
Yeah,
out
when
of
I get that
plywood,
done,
you better coat it real good with paint.
oh yeah, we'll paint the snot out of it.
Yeah, you better.
Hey, Russ,
Yeah, I
let me
hope she's
share.
not watching tonight.
Remember how?
Do what now?
Let me see if I can share something. If I can remember how.
Al, don't even say a word.
Ross, what email address can I send them to?
Send them to you can send them to contest at Simply Wooden
No, I'm
Creations.
gonna share it. I gotta share it as we.
Yeah, you go ahead and share yours, and I'll get to his. I haven't done any. Well, I take that back. I have done a lot of woodworking. Actually, I see it. I have.
see that?
Yep. Well, hold on. I got to.
It's sent.
There you go. Al's got it.
Hey, while
That
you guys
looks nice.
are digging around, I've got a quick question for anybody
All right,
in the
here we
chat
go.
or whatever. I need to start
Well,
doing
he's
stuff with epoxy. People recommend some. I appreciate it.
all right. Chris, or I mean, Paul. What is this?
That is a star that I
Yeah.
made. I cut all the pieces, each individual piece I cut on the CNC and glued it all together.
Oh, okay. Now I can tell. Okay, that's cool.
That
And
is.
that's made out of cedar.
Yeah, it looks 3-dimensional the way you did it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. That's what I was looking at first. I couldn't see it. Then I couldn't realize that. Yeah.
It's flat. It just looks 3-dimensional because of the way it.
Right. That looks nice.
Dave Gatton made one of those, and after he made one, I went and drew one up and made it, and it came out pretty neat. When you cut it on the CNC, boy, all the angles are right on.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's nice, Paul.
Yep.
Thank you. So that's what I've been doing.
How many triangles are there, Paul?
There is 10
10.
because there's
Okay,
5.
so you had a question. Go ahead. Go ahead, Paul.
I said there's 5 points to the star, and each one of them has 2 halves, so there's 10 pieces.
10
to it.
pieces.
Yeah.
Jim, you had a quick thing about epoxy?
Yeah, give me a second. I think I'm muted. Am I muted? No. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah, I gotta make a chest set. Yeah, I've got to make a chest set. So we went and got some silicone molds for the chest pieces, and I don't really know anything about mixing it and coloring it and stuff like that. So if anybody's got any experience with it, I'd appreciate a recommendation of what kind of epoxy to get. And I know
Hey, Jim, instead of using epoxy, I think resin would work better because it's a lot
something
thinner
like the
and a lot better. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
what-
2-part.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2-part resin.
In fact, Total
And
Boat
Yeah, I
is
just
really
need
good resin, and it's
and I'm not sure, but check since you're using the molds if it'll work. I did experiment a while back with UV resin, and I like that Dr. Resin. I like that a lot better because the UV resin, you don't have to 2-part mix it. You pour it out into a mold or whatever and turn the UV light on it, and boom, it hardens.
This thing comes.
Yeah.
This thing comes with the
making these too.
with the little mixer thing, the little condoms. I mean, gloves. The resin,
Okay.
and then the hardener. It doesn't look too well, but anyway, this was like $24 on Amazon or something like that.
that's pretty
They
huge.
got the cup. Yeah, it's not
Yeah,
bad.
got the little sample cups. You know,
I've only used
All right.
Total Boat, and I've had good luck
Okay.
with that.
What kind is it?
It's a
Mr. Resin or Dr. Resin. I'm sorry.
Dr. Resin.
It's 8 ounces. It's a 2-set. It's nice and small, you know, so you can play with that. I think what they say is you mix it for like 5 minutes, and then you pour. But it depends on the resin. So read the instructions.
And you can get dyes to make them any color you want.
Yeah,
Yeah, this-
mica powder.
This is 2
Yeah, I saw
drops.
that.
This is 2 drops of food coloring in my little miniature ice rink that
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
building us. No,
There you go. There you go.
A
Yeah.
snow scene, and it's only 2 drops of blue, and that ice rink is only 1/8 of an inch thick.
Wow.
And
Nice.
you use just food coloring in it, huh?
Yep, two drops. Or you can use 2 drops of paint. Them little bottles we get. What do you
Oh,
Yeah,
craft paint.
craft paint.
Yes, acrylic paint. 2 drops of blue will do. Yep,
This
2
trans
drops
is
of
stuff
any blue.
too.
Well, that's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, but I
Well,
use
look,
resin.
Oh, is the mica powder,
Actually, huh?
The mica
is the
powder.
mica powder better than trying to do it with drop?
I
I
like-
mean,
I
I've
like-
never experimented.
I use the craft paint like this, like Dixon said.
Yeah, I like that the best. The drops of
Yeah.
craft paint.
I gotta
That's
tell you
right.
that.
This is dirt cheap.
Yep.
All I've ever seen is it mica.
Yeah. Well, I bought a resin kit myself. I was going to play around with it, but also bought some UV resin, and I have some straw, woven straw things for plates that you put underneath a paper plate if your paper plate's hot food to keep you from burning. And my mother bought a set of them of like 8 or 10 of them. Well, over the years, I've lost a few. I think we got 8, might have been 10, 12, and we got 8 now. Anyway, a few of them are starting to break apart. So I was going to use regular resin on them, but then I started reading about UV resin, and I said, hey, I want to try that. So I don't have it here with me, but I bought a small bottle. It's probably about 10 ounces or whatever of UV resin, and I just put the straw thing over the paper plate and poured it and brushed it on to the area that I wanted and turned the UV light on and held it there for like 10 or 15 seconds, and bam, it was hardened. We've been using that same thing for now like a month, and the UV resin has held up great, no problems. So, but I don't know that the UV resin would work in a mold. I don't know that the mold might block.
Does it get hard?
Yes, it gets
Yeah.
as hard as a rock. Yeah,
Yeah,
I was so shocked. Yeah, it worked great. If you got small projects, it's better than mixing that epoxy and the resin and hardener together. And you can buy 32 ounces of UV resin.
Dixon, those bottles that you showed a second ago, how big were they?
They weren't as big as the
Yeah.
$200. Let me go back there and
And the reason I say that is because they look like they were big gallons or something like that.
they were. They're like halves.
Yeah.
68 ounce of each, it says.
Oh, that's great. 68 ounces.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a
Yeah.
Lynn Handcrafted wood sign says total boat for resin. I've heard a lot of good things about Total
Yep.
Boat.
There you go.
It's an excellent
There you go.
resin. It's a little
Yeah,
pricey, but it works great.
A lot of people are saying mica powder, and Brian Woodward says mica powder will give the resin a little sparkle too.
Yep.
So
I'll probably do that.
he used Donna. What kind of mica powder do you use, Donna?
You're muted, Donna.
Yeah, you're muted.
Still muted, Donna.
The one time in her life that her husband shut her up. I'm sorry.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
The card,
Hey, Paul's back.
but it's like I have so many different colors. That's some gorgeous colors on it.
Paul's
And,
not back.
you know, you can use plain. You can
Yes, he is.
add sparkle to it. Just all kinds of stuff. And it don't take a lot. It takes just a little bit.
Yeah, that's another thing I heard. If either the mica powder or the color dye that you get, it only takes a few drops.
Right.
Man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You don't pour half a bottle in. Yeah. Aussie Man says UV resin is great for filling holes and cracks in bowls as you turn them. See, it gets that hard.
Yep.
I'm going to start working with
So
UV
hard
resin,
quick.
and yeah, you get a little UV. This is what I bought. My kit came with this little UV light.
Mm-hmm. So do you get a suntan with that, or is it just used?
I don't know. I haven't tried it as of yet, but yeah, you just put the UV light. I like the little stand it comes with, and you just put it over the area. And in 15,
Leave it
15
right there. Everybody look at his eyes.
Oh my God. Look at his beard. Look at his beard. His beard looks like
my beard is.
Yeah.
Now, what that works good for too is you take your resin from your resin printer, and you take little drops, and you act like it's super glue because you put it on anything and hit it with the UV light, and it gets hard just like super glue.
Wow.
You think
no
this?
kidding?
You think if
Yeah.
I try
bet
this,
good.
it'll white? You think if I try this, it'll whiten my teeth?
No, but it'll make you blind, won't it? If you look at it.
There's some powders, gold, metallic gold.
Boy, this went
Yeah,
off
there
the
you go.
rails fast.
There you go.
And this is what I used it for. A guy had me make his back. This is the old cars. Remember the tail light, the light?
Yeah, hang on. I'm on solo layout. Go ahead and show it now. Okay.
I made this for a guy's old car. This fastens onto the back of the car. Remember they had the old light and then the bottom light for the license plate?
Yeah.
And I designed this for a guy. And then I says, well, you take them powders, whatever color he wants. It doesn't have to be gold. And use it with that epoxy, and it gets as hard as a rock on the plastic.
Cool.
I wonder if you can spray, like a clear with that stuff in it. I wonder if the pigment would be small enough to go through and spray out.
I think it would. I have 3 different air guns. I got air brushes, but the bigger guns. One of them is the canister like they use in automotive.
Yes.
And I think this powder would go through that.
Yeah, that'd be cool. That'd be really cool.
Because I actually ran years ago, if you remember, I ran some of this powder, and I ran it with I had a print here, and it went through the 3D printer without wrecking it. And it went through it and made that color.
Cool.
I used to have a vase here that I experimented with, and I sprayed this. I took the filament and rolled it out on the table in loops, and then I sprayed it, and then it actually went through the nozzle and 3D printed.
Nice.
Metallic in it.
Cool. That's so funny. Spam.
get my email, Russ? Send it to you.
No, that's so funny. I'm looking in the spam and it's not even there either.
I can talk.
Heirloom. I got
Found-
Heirloom game calls. Heirloom game calls.
Yeah, show what he sent. It's pretty nice.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that. But no, nothing from you, Chris. And I checked the spam too. I was thinking like, all right, it went to spam.
That's weird.
Yep. I don't know why you have such a hard time sending me an email. Here, I'll send you something. I'll put this in the private chat and
Okay.
send it to here and see if it makes a difference.
Gotcha. That's weird.
I'm putting it in the Facebook Messenger
Okay.
where we. See if that address works. Okay, so yeah, let me share. Go back to share. Share screen. Contest. Share. All right, should have just popped up. Yep, it did.
Yep, it's up.
All right, so let me go over there. Okay, this is one of the pictures that Heirloom Game Call sent. If you want to start telling us what we're looking at, oh, that's nice.
Yeah, I believe that's a call.
Yeah, that looks like a call. Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
but look at is that wood or that's got to be wood? But I've never seen a purple unless that's purple heart.
I would imagine he's stained it or
Yeah, it would be.
not bleached it, but what's it called when you
Dye. I think he used
dye? Thank you.
Right,
Thank
yeah.
Nice.
dye. Yeah.
All right, now that's tomatoes. I don't know why he sent the look. Look at all his tomatoes.
Yeah, he's an avid farmer.
Cool.
He's
And
over
resin
there.
tomatoes.
In
That's the
Louisiana.
tomatoes.
The first ones were turkey calls.
Yeah.
Turkey
Yeah.
calls. Okay.
Right.
Trouters Marsh National Group.
Oh, okay. Purple. The purple one is a deer call made from laminated dyed wood.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you laminate the wood or did you already buy it laminated? Because I know they've got like plywood that's already dyed like that.
This is pretty cool. Then he made a flag with the eagle.
Yes. Yeah, he carved that on his CNC.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Cool.
All right, hold
This-
on.
same with
There's one.
Gnome.
Oh, there's another call. A gnome.
Looks like the mouthpiece for bagpipes.
Yeah, another one. Yeah,
I thought it was something else for a second.
I saw somebody that made a gnome the other day that the sign didn't say welcome. It said something naughty, like go whatever. Anyway, it was a naughty saying instead of welcome. I was laughing. Aloha.
Oh,
And
no,
there's
yourself?
one.
Okay, so
Very
then we
good.
got these. I think
Those
this one's
on the
one I
back
already
are
seen.
really nice. Look at that.
Oh, it is. That's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
Those are turkeys, and I'm not certain what material that is, but I'm assuming he engraved that with his diode laser. I'm going to assume that.
Yeah.
But you're never going to be that.
Deer call. He
Turkey
bought it
call.
died years ago.
Nice looking pins.
Yeah.
Fancy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bolt action pens.
Well, I'll tell you, if you like
Yeah.
to do pens and stuff, start. If you like to do pens and stuff, start buying your kits now.
Going up in price are
They
hard to
start
get.
running out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're hard
What
to
are
get.
they?
Go
Or is there a
overseas.
run on them right now?
Well, people make them up for Christmas presents, and guys will buy all the pen kits up and
Supply
sell
and
the
demand.
pens, you know.
Capitalism.
Yep.
It's how you make a buck.
Got
Awesomeness.
He said there's photos in the turkey calls.
Those are photos in the turkey calls. So he put them in there and then resined over them.
Oh, okay. There. That makes sense.
mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Top is salted hickory, bottom is cherry wood.
Yeah. Yeah, you can resin over photos. Turns out really good. All right.
And does
Chris,
some
did you send it to where I told you?
I was doing it on my phone. It didn't send. I'm setting them mailing from the computer now.
Okay.
Weird.
We'll give you a few minutes to.
I got something I can talk about.
What you got?
Well, just a little quick catch up on this behind me. I don't know if we can see it. I guess we can. I've lowered,
you can see it.
I've lowered the deck down. So this is actually the height to the keel, and the rudder is going to go in here. And this weekend, I'm going to work on the actual hinges that the rudder sit on. So, but it's starting to take physical shape, basically. And,
Yeah, I see that.
I think it's proportioned right. So, and another thing too that I
Now,
worked
when
on.
you say you lowered the deck down, how did you lower it down? Did you make new pieces to put in there, or did you cut them down?
No, they were. I'm not going to raise them, but they were higher up. And I took these same ones, and I took cardboard and set it in the laser, cut the outlines of them off, and then physically cut them in here. One of these, this one here, I split totally in half to go on there.
Right, I got
So
what you're saying.
it was a solid piece, but higher and forward. So this way I was able to go back and down so that this piece will come out like that there.
Right,
So
gotcha.
yeah, because I was trying to align that. Once I get that aligned, then everything else will fall in place basically around it until we
Yeah.
get to the front. And that'll be easy because that's just around. There is one other thing that I worked on, and that's, and I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I lost Bella. Bella
Yeah,
passed away, and I had
That's
I had
cool.
made this little stand, on the laser. At
I
first
like that.
I tried to engrave the images, and they didn't really turn out too well.
Yeah, I've never had good success on that either one. Yeah,
So I figured I'd just put photographs in there, and
looks
it's
good.
just
I like it.
pieces, Just,
Yep.
yeah. And it
Looks
sits
really
there
good.
on my manual. I could have gone out and bought a regular,
No, that's better when you make it.
but it's got
Russ Meadows did a
got her
carving
name
of
on
one
it.
of our dogs on a
What?
CNC.
Do what?
I said Russ Meadows did a carving for us, for Amy, on the CNC of one of our
Oh,
dogs
okay.
that passed. Came
Yeah,
out
I
really
remember
good.
that.
Came out
Yeah.
really good. So,
Yeah,
all right, Russ,
I
I tried
remember
again
that.
and send it to Yahoo.
All right. Yeah,
pictures,
I
man. When did that
remember
take
when
so long?
I remember when Russ did that.
Might be taking a while because there's 5 pictures with it.
Not finished yet, but I will be.
Nice. Getting there.
Oh, you got to be kidding me.
When Gray Submarine came on the channel, remember when he came on? I think I asked him a couple of weeks after, or maybe close to that, if he would actually make, design it, because he does design, right? And so I printed the little one out. I haven't painted or anything, but printed a little one out, and then I did the bigger one.
Sure.
It's been a lot of fun. I've been using markers on it that seems to actually work better than paint. These
Dave's markers work real good on 3D print.
yeah. these. Let's see. This is just acrylic paint markers, and there's quite a variety of colors to choose from. So I was able to find my yellow and I want to say gold and of course the black and stuff. And the skin tone was her skin tone, but I might be able to get some skin tone. If everybody knows how to come up with skin tone, please, or point me to somebody that's showing how to do some skin tone. Show me some skin. Oh, tone.
Yellow and some red, a little bit brown mixed in.
3 layers, but it usually works best with airbrush. 3
Well,
layers.
maybe that's what I need to do is mask it off and try to brush it on. Yeah.
Brian Woodward did say that pen kits have almost doubled in price over the last couple of years. So. And then Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Signs said or Lynn, Heirloom Game Call said he sent me a naughty gnome picture. All right, Chris, yours came through.
All right. Progress.
Share the screen.
Does work.
Fantastic.
Yeah. For some reason, Google Chrome don't like you.
I know, but I can't open up StreamYard unless I'm in Chrome.
Yeah. My Chrome's been locking up, and I'm certain it's on my end. But
Funny things going on with Google and Chrome.
Yeah.
I've had some problems with mine. It should start showing up. There it goes.
Search engine is getting horrible.
You know,
yeah,
Chris,
I know. I was a very much a Chrome advocate, but with the way it's messing up lately.
Yeah. So that's the benches.
Okay, these are
their primer coat on them. Good thing you don't get points taken off the neatness. That's the worst primer.
Now, what are these things about 2 foot off the ground, 18 inches off the ground?
Maybe 1.5 feet, close to 2 feet, but
2 feet.
Are they sitting benches or are they for?
No, they're for planters.
For plants.
I mean, they hold weight. You could sit on them, but that's not the problem.
Yeah, you put the backs on them and you're good to go.
That's looking really good, Chris.
That one's
Yeah,
good.
that is.
Is that brush or airspace?
Combination, airbrush and hand brush.
Yeah, AT6.
Yep.
Nice.
Looks
I
real
used to
good.
fly a big one. I used to have a big one.
Yeah.
With a G23 engine on it.
Wow.
Had a blast flying it. Them are nice planes. That looks very nice.
There you go.
Okay, there's this bench.
The benches are done. They're going to be multicolored, but that's the setup right there.
I like that. That's nice.
So they didn't want to get rid of the surfboards. We had to do something with them. So.
That's right.
You need too many like that. You should be able to sell them things. Get a good.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you can
Good
get the
price.
signs at a reasonable price, you should be able to sell them.
Problem is copyright.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, but you're
Now,
buying the
I
sign.
can make the bench and give them the surfboard.
I don't
Yes.
follow that until I get caught.
No,
Yeah.
I think you can use that item if you bought it. The first
You can't
person
resell
pays,
it though.
the first person pays for the copyright that they use on the surfboard. They sell you the surfboard, and then you just put it together for something else. So it's
Yeah,
just
but
like
you're not. Don't sell them the surfboard. When you sell it to them, tell them you're selling them the bench. They get the first surfboard.
Did you
for
make?
free.
That's why I
Did
just
you
said
make
no.
the surfboard?
No.
Okay, you bought it from somebody.
Right.
They're the
Yeah.
ones that have the liability for the copyright.
Yeah,
It's
but
just
if
like you go down to
I'm advertising
Joanne's.
them and somebody from Margaritaville.com walks by, first thing he's going to do is call his lawyer.
Well,
Yeah.
but it's like this. It's like you go to Joanne and get fabric that has Star Wars all over it,
Yep.
and you make a Star Wars bear and sell the bear. That's okay because the first person was the one that handled the
Yeah, I see what you're
copyright, or should have handled the copyright.
Yeah,
All
just
right.
kidding.
With Joann's, when you buy the fabric, it says for personal use only.
Yeah.
Personally,
You make something for sale, they can get you. Okay. But I went to Joann's because I'd heard about that. And I'm going to go, what good does it do me to buy the fabric if I can't make something to sell? Well, I recorded the conversation because she was a manager. And she says, well, you can make a couple of things to sell and it's okay. You just can't mass produce. I'm like, that's all I need. I'm covered.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. You're not mass producing it. Yes.
No,
Yeah.
I'm not mass producing. But
Yeah.
actually, she should not have told me that I could do that. They have the copyright to sell the stuff, which is why if you look on the side of the bolt, it says for personal use only.
Use only. Yeah.
And I'm like, well, what good does that do me if it's just personal use? So,
Yeah.
like I say, I covered myself though, so I can still use what I got.
It's
Anyway, here's the. I hate to interrupt you, but I want to show you this picture. Here's a picture
The other
of the other bench with the land shark
So,
surfboard.
Yeah, I like that.
thanks.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, as long as I'm not melting out here, I'm going to start painting them. So,
Yeah. Looks good.
I'm gonna get them
By
done.
the
like
way, first sale doctrine. Go look it up.
I know a
Yeah,
guy
I
who's
like both
selling cornhole boards, and he got in trouble because he had a certain university's logo on them.
Yeah, but that's not.
Of course,
That's,
but he gets
that's not
around
the
it
same
now.
thing. Yeah,
He
that's
makes
not
the
the same
board,
thing.
sells you the board, and gifts you the stickers. So you put them on yourself. So,
Yep.
brilliant way of getting around it.
Yeah.
You know who else is really bad about copyright is the Marine Corps and Harley Davidson.
Yeah, they got
Yes.
on them. The military got on people big time in the last 5 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
people
Does not say anything,
using
but
it without proper licensing.
Yeah. I agree. I knew actually the Army and the Air Force and the Navy were kind of lackadaisical about it for years. But the Marine Corps would jump on your butt in a heartbeat for that anchor globe emblem or whatever they use. And I know that for a fact. I know somebody got in trouble. But yeah, you have to just kind of be careful. And I agree. I don't think you're going to run into a problem as long as you're not mass producing them. You know, if you're mass producing them, yeah, they're going to jump on you. If you build one or two, I mean, to me, I don't think it'd be worth their time because first off, if they come after you, what are they going to get? They can't get blood out of a turnip.
The first thing they do is send you a cease and desist
And
letter,
desist order. Yes.
and you do it. You stop then.
Right.
And you
That's
wait
all
6
good
months
for
and you start again.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the first thing they'll do is send you a cease and desist order.
I was at a meetup one time with Bob Claggett and Jimmy DeRosta and Dave Picciuto. And I was talking to Bob Claggett. He said he actually wound up getting some kind of a licensing thing from the Air Force to do that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. You can get one from the Marine Corps. And I heard that it's not that expensive.
Yeah. But what they do is they take the money from that program the military does and put it into veterans like families funds for recreation and stuff like that. So that's why they're pretty redneck about it.
Yeah. But yeah, I heard they weren't expensive. I think Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Shines wants to know, Chris, does your plane fly?
No. That plane does not fly. It sits on the shelf next to its friends.
The rest of it is Air Force.
It's Air Force.
I think a lot of times they're also worried about is the quality of the work. You know,
Yeah.
you don't want to see your logo out there with a crap job on it, you know?
Mhm.
Yeah. Well, Lynn's Handcrafted Wood Signs said he'll let anyone use his logo. He'd be grateful for the advertisement. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends
Until
on
he goes
what you're
big
doing.
time, and then he'll
Yeah.
step on us.
Yeah. JJE is out there. Niantic River Wood. Now, I think we went over this. It's Niantic. How you supposed to say that? Niantic. Niantic. Niantic River Woodcrafting with Chris Nealon. Niantic. Yeah, he said I couldn't get it right, and he was right. I didn't get it right.
I've got a list somewhere.
I agree with the pen kits though, because back when I first started turning pens, they were a lot cheaper. I bought crap the other day whenever I seen the price for a couple of pen kits. I get like Woodcraft and what's the other one? The big one.
Penn State Industries.
Oh, I wouldn't buy anything from those people.
That's
Yeah.
where everybody else buys their stuff.
I know, but they
We sell
ticked
it.
me off, and I told the lady where she could
Yeah.
go, and it wasn't a nice place either. Yeah.
Now I
No.
started. People all tell me you should make pens. I'm like, I don't want to make pens. I find that boring. But that's me. So
Okay, so I paid for express shipping to get some pen kits because I had some friends that wanted me to make some for a friend's birthday, and they said, "You think you can get them in time?" And I said, "It's not a matter of me making the pen; it's a matter of me getting the kits." So I went on to them and paid for the express shipping. Well, they sent it regular shipping, and I called the lady and said, "Hey, I paid for express shipping. You didn't express it. It was supposed to get here, like in 2 days or whatever, and you didn't send it." She goes, "Well, that is our express shipping." I said, "No, it's not. You sent it regular mail. I've got the box with the slip on it. I see how much you paid for it. It's not express shipping." Anyway, she wanted to argue with me, and I told her, I said, "I'll tell you what. I'll tell everybody in the world to never buy pen kits from you because I was buying them from you. I'll never buy nothing from you. And you can take your business and shove it where the sun don't shine."
it's one thing if it was an accident and then she goes, "Oh shit," you
Yeah.
did it wrong, and they reimburse you the difference at least,
No, he argued.
Yeah. See,
I was wrong.
Extra for that.
Yeah, I was
like
wrong.
The selection. I like the selection of stuff they've got, but their customer service is a little lacking.
Well, the reason there is because if you'll notice, they actually they're one of the only pen producers in the U.S., and they actually sell to like Woodcraft and
they do. They buy and resell. Yeah,
exactly.
Amazon,
So
stuff's on Amazon.
Exactly. See, so they've got the niche. They don't care if you don't like them or not. You're just one person.
Yeah, but if you think ahead far enough, you can probably go on Temu and get the same stuff or Alibaba, and it just takes 2 weeks to get to you.
2 weeks to get it. Well, I kind of am shy of Temu now. I bought some lights from them and they work great, but I bought some other ones to try and they crapped out within 30 days.
That's China for you.
Well,
China for you.
I haven't told them, but the only way they'll do it is you got to ship them back. It costs me more to ship them back.
Not always. I've had some things come in and be broke, and they're like, "Just keep them. We'll resend."
Okay, well,
you're taking a chance when you buy from them. It's up 50.
Yeah. Now the lights that I bought that Chris has from Temu, they screw into your regular light bulb, but they're the LED with the 5 panels.
Yep, like a fan. Yeah. They pull down.
Yep. They pull down like a fan. And now I have one in my shop that I've had for almost 2 months, maybe 3, and it's worked great. So I went ahead and ordered. I replaced all my old fluorescent light bulb strips in my shop. There was 5 of them with those LED lights. Yeah. 2 things. Number 1, it's bright as daylight in there. Yeah. Number 2,
right there is full of those LED tubes. And man, they're really bright.
Yeah, and then number 2, there's no waiting. When you flip the switch, you used to have to wait for the fluorescent lights to flicker a few seconds before they come on. Now it's instant sunshine. Yeah, that one right there. That one right there. Yeah. And they seem to work great. But I bought a couple of them like my son comes in at night, and I have a light that shines in the driveway, but it's kind of dark where he parks his truck. Well, my boat sits there, and I've got a cover for my boat, so to speak, and I bolted a wooden plank, and I bought these LED solar lights. I bought 2 of them from Temu, and stuck one of them so when he got out of his truck, it would turn on and he could see better to get his help. He had stuff to get out of his truck, or sometimes he gets his daughters home after he gets, when he picks them up, he gets home, it's dark, so he can see better to get them inside the house. And both of them crapped out within 30 days.
Wow.
So
I bought
yeah,
these
I
guys right here.
do what?
I bought these guys right here for like $10, and they're all LEDs, but they're meant to replace those gas
Oh yeah,
lights
yeah,
farmers have and stuff that they'll put out in the middle of nowhere. And yeah,
yeah.
but those things I can't even look at it. It's way too bright.
Well, I knew it was going to be hit and miss when you buy from some of those places, but yeah, it's just Heirloom Game calls as I replaced my fluorescent tubes with LED tubes, and I started to do that, but I just jerked all the fixtures down and just replaced them and put those screw type bulbs in. That way, if these LEDs go out, I don't even have to worry about it. And I hope they don't go out anytime soon, but I can just unscrew them and screw a regular light bulb in until I can get another one in for temporary. It's easy to get those.
It's what, 2 months, 3 months? They
What's
should
that?
last a long time, those bulbs.
Yeah, I'm hoping
Yeah.
they'll last a long time.
Out at work, we changed over to LED, and it saved them $30,000 a month.
Oh, I bet.
Whole plant.
Yep.
Yeah.
$30,000 a month.
Nick said I
Wow,
actually bought that because of you.
It's
I
your
was gonna
fault,
pull it
Dixon.
apart. Yeah, I was going to pull it apart, take all the LED strips off of it, and make a reflective, like,
Oh, yeah.
conical thing to stick them in to make your flashlight. And I was
Oh, yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah, I got
Wait,
a flashlight for.
You've got an STL?
No,
No, I
Because
don't
he
have-
ain't never sent any of us an
he
STL.
hasn't sent an STL for it unless he kind of sent it to you and not to me.
I'm gonna use the
That's why I
STL.
bought those,
And the
just for the
first
fun.
guy that actually prints one, I'll give him $100. I'll bet you don't print it. I'll put a bet with you.
You haven't
All right.
sent it.
You haven't sent it. Send it. I'll print it. I got four printers. I'll print out a part of each one on each printer. So, all right. Well, we're gonna cut out of here.
All right.
I had a great time tonight. We got to see some projects. Thank you for Heirloom Game Calls, Lynn, Handcrafted Workshop, JJE, Brian Woodward was out there. Thank you all for being out there. I appreciate it. I'll see if I can get this stupid thing fixed where it'll go to the right place. Whenever I sign on to the show, I'll have to read and see what I'm doing wrong. Aussie Man was out there. Glad to see you, Aussie Man. Dan Inge from Dan Inge Woodworking. Yeah, Aussie Man's been out there. I appreciate you all being out there. Thank you very much. Listen, if you're too darn busy to get out in your shop and make some sawdust, you're just too darn busy, or you're lazy, get off the couch, get in the shop, make some sawdust. Now, in mine and Chris's case, you can only spend a couple hours out there making sawdust because you'll turn into a little poodle, or you'll turn into a lot of rain.
Hey,
You know
it
how
was
I know?
105 here.
Yeah, you know how I know it rained this afternoon? Because I stepped in a poodle.
Ooh. Must have been raining. Must have been raining.
There ain't cats and dogs. Exactly. So anyway, get out and shop and make some sawdust. Just give me sawdust. Lots of sawdust all around me and everywhere. I like it flying all around my shop and even in my beard and hair. Good night, everybody, and thank you for watching, and God bless.
Good night,
Good night.
boys and girls. Just remember, you don't have to go home. You cannot stay here.
What
Nope.
Chris said.
Exit
And Russ.
out the door, get
Yeah,
lost.
both of them. Both of them. Live
Exit
long and
stage
prosper.
left.
Sortie à gauche.
Heaven's to Murgatroyd.